It is my first day of tour for fall 2026, and I'm so excited. I've been up for like an hour, but I didn't have to get out of bed till now, so I've just been doom scrolling. But come with me to get ready for day one of tour. I'm in Shreveport/Bossier City, Louisiana. I'm going to Bossier Parish Community College, and we are doing a ball pit conversations program that promotes communication skills and connection while students sit in a ball pit. So come join us.
Hey y'all, I know I'm not looking at you because I am driving. We just finished my ball pit pit stop program at Ipsy, and it was so much fun. And we had so many students that were so into it. My hair is a frizzy, crazy mess because it's 109 degrees here in Louisiana in August, and it is very humid, and my hair does not agree with this humidity. So sorry for looking a little crazy. But we had such a fantastic program. We had so many students come out, and a huge takeaway for me, like a huge win for me, is when I literally see students who, you know, go into this situation with not no friends, but like they come in alone and they leave with friends, right? So with this particular group, we had a really good group of people that came and they stayed for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We're just like really into getting to know each other and having conversations, and like I honestly walked away for a while because I didn't have to worry about stimulating the conversation anymore. So a bunch of people, they came individually, they came, you know, alone, and they sat in a ball pit and they were talking for a while and they made friends, and like 4 or 5 of them walked out together and went and hung out in one of their cars. You know, I just thought that was so beautiful, and it is, I love immediate gratification. You know, like they immediately found a group this 4th day of school, and now they have people that when they see each other in class or in the hallway or at other activities, like they are going to interact with each other and be friendly and, you know, have somebody that they can go to on campus. There's something very heartwarming about that, especially in a culture or a society where our communication skills just atrophied after COVID and people stopped learning how to talk to each other and start conversations. And yeah, so that's all. Now I'm on my way to the Shreveport airport to swap out this car because it's a behemoth. I don't want to drive it to Dallas. And then I have a 3-hour drive to Dallas to catch a flight to Syracuse. Hello, it is day 2 of my orientation/welcome week tour, and I'm currently in New York, upstate New York, or central upstate New York, by Syracuse, going to SUNY Morrisville, where I'm going to train their student mentors and their RAs, or like their peer mentors and RAs, and we're going to talk about communication skills, how to ask for help, how to talk to each other, and how to make people feel comfortable with them when they're talking. Because they're student leaders, and a lot of them are going to be dealing with freshmen and you know, new students who are way outside their comfort zone. It's going to be really important that they are very proficient in creating conversation and encouraging friendships and building friendships for the new students, for the freshmen, to create like a safe and comfortable environment, make them feel connected and like they belong. Because when people feel like they belong, they stick around, right? When they feel connected or like there's a community, they stick around. And so that's what we're working on today. I would have made a recording. I would have started this talk earlier, but this has actually been super chaotic today. I had some flight issues starting at 7 in the morning, and so I got here. I landed like 2 hours later than I had anticipated, and so yeah, I feel kind of rushed, and that's unfortunately just kind of a part of the allure of this job. And what I do is like, it's not allure. I was trying to be sarcastic. But anyways, so yes, now I'm just driving through beautiful central upstate New York from Syracuse to Morrisville. It looks like it's gonna start pouring out. I really, really hope that doesn't affect my flights for later, because tonight I fly back out at 5:30, go right back to the airport, and head to Iowa. So I will see you on the ride back. Well, New York, it's been fun. I've been here for like 6 hours, and now I'm heading back to O'Hare and then going to Des Moines to talk to Southwestern Community College tomorrow. Come with me. It's not so clear now. It's so terrifying to see her. Okay, so it is currently 10 p.m. I just got to my rental car in Des Moines, Iowa, and I have about a 30-minute drive to get to my hotel. Today has felt like an incredibly long day. I had such an amazing time at SUNY Morrisville. The students were fantastic, really engaged, really interested, participated, really like played along. And I was so tired. I felt so bad because I feel like I wasn't giving them 100%, but it was still a great training. On days like this, it's really hard for me. It was a lot of delays and a lot of stress and a lot of troubleshooting problems today. My first flight got delayed, so I was almost late to the event, and then my second flight, and I didn't eat until I got to the airport for my second flight, which was like probably around 3 o'clock. I was probably even like 3:30. I was so hungry, but I just didn't have time. And then my second flight got delayed, and then luckily my third flight got delayed, so I didn't miss that flight. But I like thought about taking a video of that, but it would have been really embarrassing for me to be like huffing and puffing. It was like actually mortifying. I was running with these two guys who were going to a different flight, who were also running, and it was a very, very tight layover, and we had to transfer terminals in O'Hare, which if you've ever gone to O'Hare Airport in Chicago, it is big and it is ugly and it is disorganized, and there's like no solid route anywhere. Everything is very like disconnected. So we were running. We had to go up and down a flight of stairs and across a long ass hallway, and it was just like kind of nuts. So I got to my flight, and then it was delayed, and then we were delayed on the runway. So like that was cool. I made my flight, and that's what matters. I got to Des Moines safely. That's really what matters. And then tomorrow I have an awesome event that I'm doing. I'm so excited. We're doing trivia at Southwestern Community College, and we're going to be talking about like a lot of Title IX stuff, bystander intervention, situational awareness, sexual assault, what consent looks and sounds like, alcohol safety. So like some really important stuff that students need to know, but we're going to do it in a fun way. We're playing a game, we're playing trivia. I also have some Family Feud style questions for the people who are like ranking top 6, a few of those throughout the game. So there's going to be a lot of prizes and a lot of winning and a lot of cheering and a lot of energy. And luckily I'm going to get to my hotel at like a reasonable time tonight, so I might actually get some sleep. I am going to really focus on driving because I have been up and traveling since about 5 a.m. Between travel and work, and then more driving and travel, and so I'm kind of running on fumes. So I really want to concentrate and focus on my driving, but I will check in tomorrow and give you an update of how I slept. Good night, good night, good night. The sweetest thing just happened. I'm so bummed I didn't get it recorded because it was so nice. But I've been waiting for these scrunchies. They're nightcaps. They're really cool. They're scrunchies, but they have cup covers on top, and they say "You are worthy" with my email on them, and a little straw hole so that people can drink safely, whether it's alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverages. It's all about safety. So I have been waiting for these for months, and they finally came in, but because it was going to be late and I needed them for this tour, they sent them to the hotel that I was going to. And so the box is here. Yay! All my scrunchies are here, and I'm so excited. And so when I opened it up, I was talking to the girl at the desk and explaining to her what they were. and her boyfriend's mom and family were standing right there, and they were like, oh my God, this is such a huge problem in Alaska where we live. There are people getting drugged and kidnapped and hurt and, you know, disappearing and murdered, and, you know, this would be incredible. And I'm a nurse, like, so, you know, I see it all. And I said, well, if you'd like one, you could have one. And they were so excited. So we took pictures, but they were like thanking me, and oh my gosh, it was so sweet. And it just like was very refreshing after such a long day. So I'm gonna go downstairs and have some dinner at 10:30 at night. And I just wanted to share that because that made me so happy. That made like this whole crazy travel day just feel light. Me and my corned beef dinner. Walking back to my hotel room so I can put on the TV, put on my pajamas, and lay down. On the move again. Just kidding. I am ready to go. Hello, good morning. I figured it's probably safer for me to just, you know, hang my phone and talk to you this way, even though you're getting a profile view of my face at a weird angle, than it is for me to be holding my phone down by the gear shift and whatnot. So that's what we're gonna do. I am on my way to Southwestern Community College in Iowa, and we are actually before we're doing the trivia that I talked about, we're doing a lunch and learn with their student leaders, and I'm really excited. It's going to be more like a Q&A style where, you know, I'll kind of talk a little bit, but let them ask questions about how to be good advocates, or what healthy relationships look like, or give scenarios of things that, like, well, if this happens, what do we do? Or if this happens, who do we go to? Or that way it's real for them. They get insight about real things that are happening, and like how to handle real situations that they've dealt with. I love these lunch and learns. They're very like low key, right? It's very comfortable and safe. Nobody feels any pressure. And then they also get to see that I'm a human, and I can like just be a helpful person. I really just love being able to help and give guidance, especially because scenarios like the ones we're going to talk about today with consent and sexual assault and being a good advocate, like they're not things that we're ever really taught. We're just kind of expected to know them, and that's not helpful. That's not real. We don't know what we don't know. For example, I didn't know you could be assaulted by a partner back when I was in college. We didn't talk about this stuff yet. I mean, that was, before the Me Too movement and everything kind of brought light to all that kind of stuff. So it's good to have these conversations and have a person who can be an advocate and can be a guidance and actually knows the information, isn't just kind of like coming off the cuff. This is what I study and what I do all the time. So I'm really excited for the lunch and learn, and then I'm really excited for bingo, and then I've got to bust my booty over back to Des Moines airport, and then get to Buffalo tonight. I should be landing around midnight. So it'll be a fun adventure. This week is crazy, but fun. It keeps me on my toes, which is kind of a nice feeling sometimes, but I will see you at the school. Lunch and learn with the RAs and no pressure trivia at Southwestern Iowa Community College, where we had a group of like nearly 200 students who were playing trivia and really engaged and like really in it for the long haul, and like had some comments and stuff like that, and I had some really good questions during the lunch and learn. So all those things, like I feel like today was just such a very beneficial day. Like it feels like they learned a lot, that people were really interested, and obviously we're talking about some heavy stuff, so not everybody was, and I think a lot of people maybe felt a little uncomfortable, but that's okay. Like this is still important topics that we need to talk about and we need to have conversations about, and I told them that from the jump and gave them my trigger warning and said, if there's anything that makes them feel uncomfortable, that's okay, and here's some things you can do. So yeah, nobody left. Everybody stayed and played to the end, and our winners had fun, and it was a good time. So you know, we had a good time, and now I am an hour away, a little less than an hour away from the airport, so that I can get on a plane to Buffalo, and I connect in Detroit. So it'll be a long travel day, hour and 15 drive to 2 flights. I land there around midnight, so it'll be probably like a 7 and 8 hour travel day. And then I get to my hotel, pass out, do it all over again tomorrow. But tomorrow I have 2 events at 2 schools in two different parts of New York. So as long as we can make it happen, you know, and make the timing all work out, we're good to go. So I'm in Detroit. It is like 10 o'clock at night. I'm just waiting for my last flight. And my last flight's gonna take me to Buffalo. And then I am just going to my hotel, and I am passing out. It's after midnight. We just landed in Buffalo. And it is still active here, which is crazy. Welcome to Buffalo, New York. It has been a long travel day, and I am sincerely looking forward to being in my hotel room. Quite an interesting first flight. There was the guy next to me was scrolling through political newspapers that I don't necessarily agree with, and so I kind of had a feeling for how the conversations were going to go. Then he made a couple comments to me about how women lie about sexual assault, and this was because I told him what I do for a living, so I thought that was pretty interesting. And I had to try and correct him, but he's like a 60-something, 70-something-year-old man, so there was nothing that I could say to change his mind. I found that quite interesting. I love when uneducated people tell me their opinions about things that I do for a living and have experienced, and tell me I'm wrong about those things. It feels very expected. So if that's any indication of the news media outlet stuff he was looking at, or what political party he aligns with, you know, I'll take from that what you will. But I'm heading to baggage claim, gonna get my stuff, and then I have to head to my hotel. I cannot wait to sleep. I just finished presenting at orientation for Hilbert College. I'm still in their parking lot, and I am heading to SUNY Morrisville. It's like a 3-hour and 5-minute drive away. So I'm gonna jump in the car, probably stop for some lunch because I'm a little hungry, and then get there. We're doing a program there about communication skills, and we're doing a game, sort of like speed dating, but we're doing speed friending and teaching people how to connect and how to talk to each other and how to feel comfortable in conversations. It's been crazy since COVID. People feel uncomfortable and awkward starting conversations and meeting new people, and it really is hurting college students because, you know, the socialization part is like the most, you know, aside from like, I guess, the academic, but really it is the most beneficial part of college. The degree is great and it gives you the opportunity for careers, but the social skills that you gain in college are what really go with you for life. And so the fact that they're not feeling as comfortable or confident engaging in the socialization and feeling disconnected is a huge downfall, is like a huge pitfall to, you know, academic success and collegiate success and professional success, and honestly, just like personal confidence. So we're gonna go remedy that tonight at SUNY Morrisville. Ready for a 3-hour drive with me?
I don't love morning flights. It makes it hard for me to fall asleep at night, and then I wake up like every 15-20 minutes because I get nervous I want to miss the flight. So unless it's like a significant price difference or, you know, like a tight schedule, I try to stay away from these like 5, 6, 7 a.m. flights. But in this case, I think it was like a significant price difference. Like, I think the next flight was like $200 more, which is really mean. It is what it is. And sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So I am on my way to the airport now. I'm going home in a second so that I can make sure that I don't mess this up. I'm in a circle, and I love circles, but sometimes I get confused about where to get off of my GPS, and I don't always get along. So, and the last thing I want to do is get lost at 4 in the morning in Syracuse, at least Syracuse. Okay, so I'm headed for home. This has been such an amazing and also chaotic week. Almost every flight was delayed. And a lot of weird experiences. I felt very rushed for a lot of it. It was like a lot of tight schedules because I was traveling every day. This is flight number 9 or 10. Honestly, I lost count. But yeah, we're almost done. We're almost home. And then I think I land around like 7:30 a.m. and then I'm probably just gonna pass out for a while. But thank you for coming on this journey with me this week. I hope it gave you just like a little bit of insight into what it's like to be a traveling speaker. I get asked a lot, and it's been requested that I make sort of like a video diary kind of like the life of a speaker. And so this is like not necessarily a typical week, but this is definitely like not an unusual week. Traveling quite a bit, tight schedules, jumping from state to state. I try not to do that so much. It's just not good for my mental health. But orientation season, basically is always just like a smidge chaotic, which is kind of what makes it fun. But the rest of my tour this year is a little bit more steady. Short drives, longer stretches in states, and, you know, doing like 2 weeks in Florida and a week in Ohio and all kinds of stuff. So if these are things, if like the life of a speaker and like the way that my job works and the cool things I get to see, if that's stuff that's interesting to you, like leave a comment, let me know what it is that's interesting and like what you were looking to learn about or to see or for me to talk about. Because honestly, like, this has been a lot of fun being able to document. I've never done that before. I've always just kind of like did exactly what I needed to do and didn't record anything or ever talk about it, you know? So if this is something that's interesting and you want to see more of what the life of a traveling speaker looks like, I'm happy to continue making these videos. So I'll see you on the plane or at the airport, who knows, whenever I pick up my phone to record something interesting. But thank you for going on this journey with me, and I look forward to hearing from you with what you're interested in and like what you want to see from my travels. Alrighty, bye. There's like more people here today than I expected for 5 in the morning. But hey, means I'm not alone.